Debbie has made hospitality her life, and her family home has evolved into an office and showroom too. When this formerly trained chef got into the bed linen business 6 years ago, a second successful career was born.
This is quite a unique space. I was almost expecting to be in the house already.
Yes, everyone's surprised when they arrive. I bought the house 13 years ago, and it really was an old 1960s house, solid and practical, and we changed the entire entrance. And my two things that I try to create is beauty and abundance, and the idea was when you arrive here that it opens up and takes you upstairs, and that there's always beautiful flowers, and that's the feeling that we're trying to create when you arrive. And as the properties in Camps Bay are really quite small, and we wanted to maximize the space. So when you get up here and you turn around, you see a beautiful rooftop garden that we've created, and then the lovely stone table that seats 30 people.
This is quite a surprise because I really wasn't expecting this elevated garden.
I know, it's a surprise to everyone who arrives here. And I love structure and wildness. So you can see there's a lot of symmetry, but then there's wild lavender and olive trees. Let me show you inside. Welcome, Yanez.
Thank you. I really love the eclectic mix of decor here, yet it's still very homely and relaxed.
Yes, my philosophy is about creating interiors where you walk in and you feel comfortable, where you can sit down, relax, put your feet up. But for me, more important than anything else is fresh flowers. I think they create a life and an energy that just says, you know, we've taken the trouble and you are very welcome. If you look around, you'll see that because of what I do, I love working with natural fabrics and fibers, so wool, cotton, velvets, cashmere, and all around the house you'll see lovely blankies that you can wrap yourself in and really take a book and make yourself feel at home.
That's so nice and soft, thank you. I'm just going to lay down right here.
No, not time to sleep now, we're still going to see the rest of the house.
I can't be a rude guest, can I? Wow. This really is a kitchen fit for a cordon bleu chef, and I love the dining room table in the kitchen.
Yes, when we renovated, I decided that I didn't want to have a formal separate dining room. I really wanted everyone to congregate in the kitchen, to make it homely and really to enjoy and relax. So we do sometimes really formal entertaining, but around our kitchen table. And so everyone gets involved in the cooking and the helping and serving. So it allows us to relax and make the kitchen feel very much at home.
Sorry, I lost you there for a moment. I can't stop looking at those scrumptious cakes.
Yes, I run my business from home, and that's part of the experience that we create for our clients. I spend a lot of time getting to know them and consulting. And so what's nicer than to sit down with a client, have a delicious piece of homemade cake, a good cappuccino, and get to know each other.
I could be a client.
You're welcome anytime. Shall we go and look upstairs?
Debbie's created an entire bedroom consultancy where Yanez would learn what a real bed is and which cotton thread really counts.
So Yanez, this is the main bedroom. And I really believe that if you sleep well and you eat well, you'll have a good life. And this is my business.
Debbie, you're the expert. What makes a bed good for sleeping?
Well, the first thing is that science research shows that 2/3 of the world now suffers from the same disorder that you would if you were permanently jet lagged, which is really quite serious. And good sleep starts with a very good bed that is made for you, for your weight, for your height, your size and everything. And then it is advisable to buy the biggest bed possible and to test the bed. You cannot go and phone Mr. Delivery and ask him to deliver. You need to test the bed and get the right tension. Then you have to be conscious of the pillows that you have, and depending if you sleep on your side, well, how do you sleep, Yanez?
I always sleep in spoony position on my side.
Okay, then you need a nice firm pillow because there's quite a distance. Where if you were sleeping on your back or on your stomach, you would need quite a flat, otherwise you put your neck out. And then you dress your bed to make you really feel comfortable, and you have to have natural fibers, otherwise you're going to get too hot at night. And then when it comes to choosing color for your room, most designers have always done everything around the bedroom and then finally just decided, okay, what are we going to put on the bed? The Italians, I love the way they work. They tell you first choose your linen and choose the color you look most gorgeous in, and then you build everything around that.
Debbie, I see what the Italians mean by the colors. People always tell me that the softness of the material is due to the thread count. Is that true?
Not at all. It's the biggest misconception. It starts with the quality of the thread that the weavers weave with, and then it's the expertise of the weaver that determines what it feels like. So you can get a high thread count, low quality fabric. And if you feel this, you can feel it's beautifully smooth. That's not a high thread count, but it's the finest quality in the world.
Debbie, you've just devastated me. I've spent so much money on 1,000 thread cotton.
Well, we'll have to fix that with some coffee and cake.
Oh, now we've got a plan.
The interior walls they've knocked out make guests feel free to roam, to help themselves to their host's superb baking, and even to pitch in a bit.
Debbie, I may be a little naive because when I thought you mentioned cake, I was thinking we'd eat it and not exactly make it.
Well, we need a batch for tomorrow, and I thought I'd rope you in.
I see a common thread here with your passion for all things quality.
Yes, I've always believed that when you do anything, you have to start with the best quality ingredients you can find. So whether it's making a cheesecake like we are now, or whether you are buying beautiful linen, it's about the best quality. And my business in the linen really started because I decided that I'd had enough of the kitchen, and my next favorite place in the house is my bedroom.
Wow, this looks so good, I'm going to taste some.
Not now, Yanez. You have to wait till it's finished.
Not yet. Now, what is this? Is there a special way you make your cheesecake?
This is a unique recipe. It's a baked cheesecake, but because of the way you cook it, it actually steams. And you put it into water. So when you've got your cake and you have to place foil around it, a double layer, and that's to make sure that no water gets into it.
So it's a healthy cheesecake.
Very healthy, with a kilogram of Philadelphia cream cheese.
Debbie's proud husband Colin suffers severe temptation here, with not only his wife, but his daughter Natasha, who's also a private chef, and another daughter, Nadia, training to be one. The man must be a study in self-control.
Yummy.
Looks creamy and delicious.
It looks delicious. Perfect amount. Look at you. It's heavy.
Yes, it's very heavy with all that water. We're going to put it in the oven at 180 and we're going to bake it for 1 hour and 10 minutes. And then it's best served when it's chilled overnight.
So you tricked me. I'm never going to get to taste your infamous cheesecake.
We have one in the fridge for you.
Ah, you honey. Here we go.
Debbie's triumph is hosting her lifestyle masterclasses from her home, giving everything you learn from her here that authentic feeling of a home truth.
Debbie, best cheesecake I've ever eaten. I'm slowly beginning to understand this philosophy of quality over quantity.
You know, Yanez, I think we live in such a crazy, fast-paced world now where we've really lost touch with what's important. And I think it's time to go back to old-fashioned values and how you live, how you sleep, how you eat, how you entertain with your friends and your family. That really is what a good life is about.
Cheers to that.
Cheers.
To win a set of Debbie's Italian bed linen and a cashmere blanket, check out our website after the show.